Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we rolling right along with these Patreon requests, and this one right here is an artist that I've been meaning to get to. Roll it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Channel's name is TheThirdErnest. I'm Ernest Ariano III, y'all guys' third family. If you're new here and you're not subscribed and you like what you see at the end of the video, consider becoming part of this little family we got going on, clicking the subscribe button bottom right hand corner. Now today's Patreon request comes from Jamie Lopez, and I appreciate your Patreon subscription, my man, allowing me to do all these videos that I love to do for everybody, and y'all let me go full time over there on Patreon, so I couldn't tell you how much I thank you. And Jamie here has requested Sinner Part 1 from Phora. Now Phora is someone who I barely recently got into as of like 2017, so it's only been since his Yours Truly Forever, his album that came out in 2017, that I've actually been listening to him. And the dude is fire. He's extremely, like, his lyrics are extremely pain-filled, like a lot of questioning life. You could tell that the dude is just a troubled guy, especially recently when he had that like breakdown on Instagram. And it was dope to see like his entire fan base and the whole basically hip-hop community come through and want to pull for him, and he's getting the help that he needs and the help that he deserves and all of that. But he definitely has had a troubled life. You can tell in the pain that he writes in his lyrics, and I'm assuming that this is going to be no different. And I had not gotten to, even though I've been meaning to get into the Sinner series of tracks that he put out, so I'm glad that this request came through. So that's all that I got to say for the intro. Follow your boy on Instagram and on Twitter at TheThirdErnest, just like the channel. Links are down in the description below. And we got Phora, Sinner Part 1. Let's get it.
Shit going on right now. Way too much. When I speak, it's like y'all don't hear. Why I feel like God don't care. Why I feel like I ain't good as no one else. I'm searching, but my pride ain't there. I just feel like life ain't fair. My boy got shot, died right there. But me, I died twice and came back to life. So tell me, how can I be scared? Why do I gotta doubt myself? All I ever do is
My boy died, but I came back to life twice. I don't know his background or his story, at least this far back. Was he literally in the hospital, like at a flat line, and he's died twice and been resuscitated? That's a dope line. Like, why should I be scared? Why should I be scared of death when I've died twice and come back twice? It's like a false sense of immortality at this point, basically. Or, you know, if you're a troubled soul, it could be like a burden, you know, to come back. Like, why should I feel fear of death? One, because I've been resuscitated twice, and two, death will rid of all pain. And that's like such a shitty concept or thought process in terms of the way you should think about death, you know?
why do I gotta doubt myself? All I ever do is doubt myself. Drink liquor to the head, consume it by the pint like I don't care about my health. Really, I'm just trying to numb the pain. Love and hate, it all just feels the same. Won't say I'm affected by the fame, but even my mama know I changed. So I get drunk till I can't.
I won't say that I've been affected by the fame, like this fame. I'm still the same person who I am. But even if I'm lying to myself, because if you go and ask my mom, she'll tell you and she'll see that I've been changed. And this is what I mean. Like, he's got like the heavy-handed pain in his lyrics, because this is the life that he's lived. Like alcohol, depression, mental, you know, suicide attempts, mental issues. Like, all of this is documented well with Phora, and he's as popular as he is for the burdens that he carries, because he carries those burdens for himself. But he has the ability to express it in ways that people who share the same burdens can't. So a lot of people gravitate toward his music, because he's basically explaining the way that they feel in an eloquent way. It's the same reason people gravitate toward NF. And it's got to be like a strange contradiction between like becoming famous for the things that you hate about yourself. Like, that's got to be a shitty position to be in.
But even my mama know I changed. So I get drunk till I can't feel. The love's fake, the pain's real. Got so many scars it ain't healed, but I got a soul bullets can't kill. Why I feel like cops just wanna pop me. Pops never had a pot to piss and proudly. Pack a 9 on his hip then sit beside me. Pray to God there's no 666 inside me. Now I can't let the devil in my mind.
Pray to God there's no 666 inside me. Like, God, that's a fucking bar, dog. And do you hear in like his delivery and the pain in his voice? Like, it sounds like he's crying and it sounds like he's screaming at us. Like, his delivery is fire, bro. Especially for the subject matter that he has. His delivery is perfect, always. He said, love is fake and pain is real, and I got it so like bullets ain't kill, because I'm assuming he was shot, and that's when he was resuscitated back to life. Actually, you know what? I'm not assuming. That's what he put on his story. That's what he put on Instagram, now that I think about it, saying that from the moment that he got shot, like, that's when all this depression and all of his anxiety and all of the different issues that he has mentally, that's when everything came in. So yeah, he literally was shot. and brought back to life. And he said, my pops never had no pot to piss in. Probably he kept the 9 on his hip when he sat beside me. That's fucking, that's fire. Just the imagery.
6 inside me, and I can't let the devil in my mind. Same time in the church will turn you blind. Last time I heard a preacher preach a sermon, all I heard him say was sinners gonna die, and they would never get to see a heaven.
Last time I heard a preacher preach a sermon, all he said was that sinners are gonna die. And he said, I don't want to let the devil inside me, but at the same time, I know that church can make you blind. Like, bro, that feeling of being stuck right down the middle. It's like he's in real life purgatory. He's not in heaven, he's not in hell. He's a sinner, so they're preaching against that. Like, he's just right down the middle, just like the rest of us, basically.
Preach a sermon, all I heard him say was sinners gonna die, and they would never get to see a heaven. With all due respect, fuck the reverend, cause I know life is doing 25, praying for early death like it's a blessing. It's for my people going through depression. It's for the kids who never felt affection. It's for the kids who parents don't accept them. They say they love everybody else except them. I know what it's like to feel alone.
Damn, dog, this is for the kids that their parents don't even accept them. They accept everybody but them. This is for the people going through depression and the people and the kids who never felt affection, bro. That means he's speaking to basically everybody in the hood. He's speaking to everybody that had any kind of parental issues. He's speaking to everybody that's in the same state that he is. And he knows that he's speaking on behalf of them. And he said, fuck the reverend because I've been praying for death like it's a blessing, bro. Fuck, that's heavy.
To feel alone. I know what it's like to need a home. I know what it's like to not know what it's like to have a love you could call your own. See, I done tried every single fucking drug on that shelf. Trust me, man, it don't help. I just feel like I'm losing myself.
Damn, that was heavy imagery right there. Like from the father figure, from the parental figure that was gonna rape the daughter. God damn. And he said, trust me, man, I've done every drug on that shelf, and trust me that it doesn't help. But when you're in this life, or when you have the problems that he does, or the problems that people in this position do, like, you'll try anything to escape the life.
Just feel like I'm losing myself. I just feel like I'm losing myself. Losing myself. I just feel like I'm losing myself. I just feel like I'm losing myself. Losing myself. I just feel like I'm losing myself.
Bro, this just goes to show, like, you don't have to be a major artist for your emotions, to get what you're saying across, especially visually. Because a lot of people think that music videos, in order for them to be dope and to get a lot of views and all that, like, they gotta be big budget production. Like Phora back in 2016, he was not the person, he was not the rapper, or not as influential, or didn't have the fan base or the following that he does now. So I'm sure that this video right here was considered low budget by every stretch of the imagination, but this is one of the most powerful videos that I've seen while I've been doing reactions. Like right here, I can just feel the pain in the song from the song, but the imagery just like brings it home even further than it ever would have without it. And as long as you got someone behind the camera that knows what they're doing, and you got someone who has a vision for the imagery that's supposed to accompany your song, that's all that you need. You don't need a huge ass budget, because it's gonna be fire regardless. And this shit right here is powerful and emotional.
Why I feel like love don't last. Things change when you move so fast. I was trying to focus on us in the future, you was focused on my past. If you left, I would lose my soul. Promise me that you won't let go. See, I just need love, it's funny, I got all this money, but my heart still broke. So many.
All I need is love. I got all this money, but my heart's still broke. Again, like, money doesn't buy happiness. Like, look, like, go through his music, go through his life. Even most recently, it was what happened like 3 weeks ago. I think it was 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 at this point, when he was talking about, like, he was going to kill him. He was literally going to kill himself. And the dude's got more money now than he ever did when he wrote this song. And obviously that money hasn't helped anything. And he said, I was trying to focus on our future. I was trying to focus on everything that we could be, but you were too busy focusing on my past, which I can't change the past, and I got burdens and I got scars that I carry, but I was trying to change for you to move forward, and all you cared about was behind me. It's crazy.
Got all this money, but my heart still broke. So many times I said I'ma change, just to turn around and do the same shit that's been putting you in pain. I know I'm the only one to blame, so I get drunk till I can't see. I love you, but I hate me for tryna be someone I can't be, and I ain't been myself lately. Why I feel I'm the only one that got me. You could take the same 45 that shot me, pop the clip and cock it back and put that motherfucker to my head. You'll never stop me. I be living life on the
You could take that same 45 that shot me, cock it and put it toward my head, but you ain't never gonna stop me, dog. That's a dope ass line. And I think he was literally shot in the head, if I'm not mistaken. He said, I'm the only one to blame, so I get drunk till I can't see, because I love you, but I hate me for trying to be someone that I could never be. I'm trying to be a fake version of me to satisfy you. Like, bro, carrying way too much weight on your shoulders whenever you're trying to do that. Are you telling me you're gonna really do that for the rest of your life and be with that person and be someone who you're not forever? That's such a burden just to satisfy someone, when deep down all you need is to satisfy yourself, you know?
to my head, you'll never stop me. I be living life on the edge. Suicide all in my head. Why the world don't care about no one else's life till they already dead. I just wish my pops was back to how he was, 'cause he
Why does the world not care about anybody in life until they dead? That's so fucking true. Just like 21 Pilots said in Neon Gravestones. That's what the song is literally about. Like, we put these people on these pedestals, and then once these artists kill themselves, then we love them even more for doing it. We glorify their death even more, and now we listen to their music even more than when they were alive. And like, such a twisted backwards way of thinking.
Why the world don't care about no one else's life till they already dead. I just wish my pops was back to how he was, 'cause he ain't been the same since the drugs, and I ain't been the same since he said the worst form of pain is not being loved. So we use the drugs that they gave to us to replace the love the world takes from us. Lately I don't know who to trust. They said even Satan was an angel once, so I can't feel shit.
Bro, I don't even know who to trust, because they say that even Satan was an angel once. So if Satan could fall from the heavens, who's to say that all these other people couldn't, who are not as strong as he was? He said we use the drugs that they gave to us to replace what the world takes from us. Bro, that's heavy. And this type of emotion and this type of spilling out your heart and all that kind of thing, it puts drugs into like into a darker light than what the world normally puts them on. Like when you think of drugs, you think of recreational use. You think of Molly being taken at like raves, and you think of coke, and you think of marijuana. You think of all these things where like people are using them to like enhance the experience that they have at the places that they're at. Where Phora and other people that are like him and other addicts, they're using the drugs to try to escape from something. They're trying to escape from those dark feelings that they have deep down, but the drugs will never get those demons out of them. If anything, after you become an addict, they amplify them even more.
They said even Satan was an angel once, so I can't feel shit. So numb, now I can't feel shit. Living just to die, we dying just to live this life. It doesn't make no sense. But see, I done tried every single fucking drug on that shelf. Trust me, man, it don't help. I just feel like I'm losing myself.
Bro.
I just feel like I'm losing myself.
Just because they can't see doesn't mean they aren't blind. This song is hella emotional, and I knew it was going to be, just because I know what like the center storyline is about, but I wasn't expecting like the music video to be so powerful. The music video just hits on a whole different level.
Losing myself. I just feel like I'm losing myself.
Just because they can speak doesn't mean that their voice is heard. Just because they can hear doesn't mean they understand what you're saying. Bro, I feel like that's part of the reason why Phora has a lot of this pain, is because now he's like the celebrity, and he's based his entire persona and his entire image of his rap career based off of this pain. So people see the pain, and they see the accolades and the success that he's built off of it. So a lot of people will automatically assume that the pain isn't as bad as it seems, because he's got this money and he's got these things that can kind of help him get his mind off of it. But that's obviously not the case. Like, he's talking to us, he's telling us exactly how he's feeling in his songs, but that doesn't mean that everybody is listening to what he's saying. There's a big difference between hearing and listening.
I just feel like I'm losing myself. Losing myself. I just feel like I'm losing myself.
Don't let the ways of the world enslave you. Yo. That shit right there, son, I knew it was gonna be good, because I'm a fan of Phora, and I know the type of music that he writes, and I know exactly what his style is like, and I know that it's very, very heavy and emotion filled a lot of the time, and he's got hella talent within his pen in order to deliver those emotions, and his delivery, his cadences, the way it sounds like his voice is cracking from being in pain and crying, like all of that shit is dope. But the music video just like took it home for me. Yo, Jamie, I appreciate the request, because this is something, once I eventually got to Phora, I don't know if I would have started with the Sinner series. So this right here is like a perfect first request to get me like into a conceptual series, because I'm all about conceptual series from artists. So this was a perfect request. I appreciate it. I appreciate the Patreon support. If anybody out there sees this and y'all potentially want to become Patreons as well and help the channel and help me keep this channel alive, because I'm literally relying on Patreon for income to survive, because this is all that I'm doing basically. So if you think you find enough value within this and then the value that the Patreon brings with extra exclusive things, then consider becoming a Patreon. But yo, that brings us to the end of this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you see, please consider liking the video, leaving a comment down below, helps the algorithm. If you like what you see enough, please consider subscribing, because these long form breakdowns of the video and the song is how we do it around here. Follow your boy on Instagram and on Twitter at TheThirdErnest, just like the channel. Links are down in the description below. Hit up the Discord, also down in the description below. And that's all that I got for today, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your time, and like I always say at the end of all of my videos, go out there in the world, love and care for one another, love and care for each other, and I'll catch everybody on the next video. Peace.